Hello. Just please excuse the helmet here. I haven't been to the barber's for quite some time, so I hadn't been well, you see. Anyway, just a quick video. Just to let you know I'm still breathing. And today I got my first ride of 2025. And I went on my new Honda Super Cub 125. And it was quite an enjoyable ride. Well, what can I say about it? Well, it's come full circle. I actually started riding on the road some 40 odd years ago. And I started on the old Honda C70 Cub. And, well, I've got the newfangled 2025 model. And I shall just show you. There she be. Anyway, I just come back from a ride on a beautiful, I just put a few miles on it. She's brand new. And, well, it's just as I remember, in a lot of ways, it's just as I remember the Cubs being. Obviously, I took her up the old Acle Straight where I used to ride my old one years ago when I was a lad. And it was the same experience, more or less. It was nice to have a little bit more power from the 125 engine. I didn't get slowed down by the headwinds quite so much. The engine's obviously a little tight at the moment. She's still got less than 100 miles, about 95 miles on her at the moment. But it was just nice, gentle bimbling along. She'll buzz along at 50 miles an hour, quite happy in fourth gear. 30 mile an hour in third gear. The gearbox, that's got the wonderful thing called the rotary gearbox, whereas when you if you're in like fourth gear and you pull up to a set of lights, you can just push down and snick it from fourth into neutral, and then snick it again for your first gear, and you're away, you're ready to go, because obviously you've got the automatic clutch. So riding around town traffic and around roadworks and things like that, which is quite normal around here, as you go through Yarmouth, yeah, worked very well indeed. I'd certainly recommend it as a town bike, but also going down, back lanes and whatnot, where you don't want to be going particularly fast. That's absolutely ideal. You can just cruise along gently and enjoy the scenery and the sunshine, which is what I was doing today. And yeah, so it was a good addition to the garage. Of course, I've still got the big old Forza when I want to go a bit further and a bit faster, because I'm in the Forza Cruise 80 mile an hour and no problem, even with the passenger. So that's where I get my big bike thrills from these days. Well, as most of you are aware, I'm not in the best of physical condition. Even walking is a challenge these days. So the fact that I can still get out on semi-automatic or automatic motorcycles, I thank God for semi-automatic gearboxes and a constantly variable transmission on the Forza. I don't think if it hadn't been for those, I'm not sure I'd still be riding. So that's a good thing. Anyway, yes, I know it's been a while since my last video. As I say, what with various things going on, with being ill, with the weather. Oh, the weather last year was absolutely abominable, and we hardly got a dry day here in Norfolk, which is quite unusual, seeing as we're supposed to be the driest county. Well, somebody should have told them, because it certainly wasn't the driest here. And it prevented me. This is my first ride out for quite some time, so I'm quite pleased, really. As I say, I've got my next thing to do, or tomorrow's get a trip to Sheringham and maybe see the barber, because my hair's a bit on the long side, and the wife's starting to notice it now, so there you go. Anyway, I suppose my next ride out hopefully later in the week, will be out on me Forza, because I haven't had it out for a while, and I shall look forward to that. But I've now got 2 machines that I can definitely ride. Right, now, plans later for the year. Well, I did say a little while back when my last video was out, which was quite a while ago now, that I would probably be looking at another Royal Enfield project. And I have decided, having tried different Royal Enfields and riding different ones, you know, I've had the Himalayan, I've had the 500 Bullet, which is one of my bucket list bikes. I've had that. That's gone to live at Emsby now. I did have the 350 Classic, which went back to my friend Volcanic Brown. And I had the Meteor, the Black Meteor, which went, and that's actually ended up with a chap in Norwich, who's like me, he's getting on a bit, 70 I believe he is, and let's give him a whole new lease, because it's easy to handle motorbike. Anyway, having said all that and looked at all the options and everything, I've come to the conclusion the only thing to replace the Royal Enfield Meteor is the same as, well, I said the only thing to replace a Forza is another Forza. Well, we should have listened to my own voice, because the only thing to replace the Meteor is another Meteor. So that'll be something I'll be looking into. Blooming helicopters. Been buzzing around here low all day today. Anyway, I shall be looking into finding another Meteor. I rather fancy one of the yellow ones, actually. So I had a black one last time, but I fancy a yellow one. And I think I just want the base model. The backrest was superfluous as far as I was concerned. I'm certainly not going to put a windshield on, because I just found that was counterproductive. Well, as I say, I think the Fireball yellow base model would be a good idea. I'd rather like John Paulson's one, so I like the look of the yellow one. And I mean, I've got a blue Forza, and I've got a gunmetal grey Cub, so I want something a bit different. So I think a 350 Meteor in yellow. I did look at the new Honda 350 singles, GB 350, and they're a marvellous motorbike, but from what I can tell, there's not a huge difference in the performance. Well, they compare it to the Hunter, and it's just not right for me. The reason I settled on the Meteor is because I actually found the Meteor's seating position lower and much more comfortable, and that was on the stock seat as well. So, I mean, I could look at putting a lower seat on the Meteor. Anyway, the thing is Meteor's something I definitely ride solo. Anyway, so that's why I wouldn't need a sissy bar backrest thing. I mean, Mrs. Thunderbolt will come out on the Forza probably. So there you go. Anyway, I'm officially up and running again. So anyway, remember what I always say. Keep both hands on the handlebars unless you're giving hand signals. Keep both tyres in contact with the road, unless you're going off-road, of course. And above all, be kind. And I shall see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.